Today, I'm going to bring you behind the scenes of building a small business from scratch. It's not going to be fancy, but hopefully it's relatable to my fellow small business friends out there. If I'm successful in this mission, you're going to get the chance to learn tips and tricks that I've learned over the last 4 years of building my company, as well as get insights on the daily tips and tricks that I'm learning. So here's the ground rules. My name's Kevin Camus. I'm the founder of LaunchKit. We're a marketing agency here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Started the company 4 years ago after I graduated from Grand Valley State University. And as of today, we're at $49,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue. We've got an office here downtown. We have 5 full-time team members. I've been making short form vlogs for the last 3 years documenting building this company. And this is the next chapter. I want to continue to push myself to provide more values to those who choose to tune in. So I believe this right here is the next step. Welcome to week 26, 2025, part 1. Welcome to the vlog. That was a good segment.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Sweet. What's the Allendale project? Is it like
Wait, what's going on? Tuesday.
Thursday? Wanting to do this concept. Like we did it a long time ago, and she's like, "How did you know we wanted to do that?"
Yeah.
We're like, "We're already on it."
It sounds like they do want to move forward with it. I was waiting on Scott's. Scott's the one that it would be like hooked up to his calendar. They're gonna take a week, give you that one piece, you take one more step forward, you hit another roadblock. All right, Monday Syncs off to a good start. Cliff notes on the takeaways from what to learn from Monday Syncs is 2 things. Set it up on the calendar event so that your team members know it's happening each week. I even put, the fact that we're going to the chamber becomes a habit, makes it really easy to basically pull off each week. For example, during the week, when I think of things that I want to talk about with the team, I don't message them and interrupt them, and it's not urgent. I don't need it now. Instead, I'll just write it in the agenda of what we want to talk about, and then it's on the schedule to talk about it. They know what we're going to talk about it. I know what we're going to talk about it. It works well for both of us. So like I was saying, the recurring calendar event each week helps the team members know where to be, what time, creates that habit, right? But the real secret sauce is having the recurring agenda. So we use ClickUp. It's our project management tool. So I have the agenda in here, but basically see how there's this recurring agenda where it's just a text box. I mean, you could do this using a Google Doc even. And this sounds really small, but it makes a big difference. Like messages can really interrupt our workflow, especially in the creative field when these team members are focused, editing, designing. I don't want to be interrupting them. So I'll just write it on the agenda. If team members also have any, questions that they want to add, they know that they can add to the agenda anytime too. Just makes her really productive. It's a good use of time. I would strongly recommend this rolling agenda for the sync meetings. I feel like I'm in a cocoon right now. Look at this. I've got all the blinds at the condo closed because it is 92 degrees here in Michigan today. So Run Club should be interesting later. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
This is perfect timing.
Are you gonna show me or no? Are you drawing Austin?
No.
You're drawing me?
Still can't seem to find a way.
Yeah.
Keep her on the day-to-day.
What?
Let him cook, bro. Let him cook.
Okay, fun fact, I have actually never had matcha before. Pretty much every one of my team members loves it, and it's kind of like a running joke that I've never had it. But we're gonna go change that because it's kind of warm for a coffee. Thanks. We'll do a first sip impression when we get back to the office.
It's like dried green tea leaves is what matcha is. But now you're gonna be
Yeah.
iron deficient.
All right, Daniel's got some new art for us.
Wait, that's actually so good. I'm getting it framed.
I gotta sign it first.
Success
Hey,
and
creative
popularity.
with the Big Mac hat.
Thank you.
Yeah, as a hat.
So good to get with
No, I think better than Reagan's. That's what I was referring to.
Where's Reagan?
Is round the
He's in the merch drawer.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like that they're the same vibe though.
You're next, Kevin.
Perfect. Alright, here's a wrap on the workday. It's Monday, so we got Village Rec Run Club. Slightly concerning though, it is 94 degrees outside. You know, honestly, I think I would have skipped if this week wasn't a special trip where it's actually downtown. So like literally right around the corner at Gazelle Sports. So can't miss that. Office right back there. Run club right there. So let's go change clothes first. Okay, don't get me wrong, it is hot, but at least it's like a dry heat and there's a breeze. So I don't think this will be too bad. You're gonna run though, right? Woo, it feels good.
Perfect. Perfection.
Nice.
This is the one for me now.
Alright, 3 miles, 8:51 pace. Felt pretty good actually. A little tired at the end, but woo, nice smoothie. One of the better smoothies I've had. So on this week's episode of What I Can Find for Dinner, we are gonna go right over here, get ourselves some Poketoki. Daniel, you'd be proud. Now we're talking, folks. That tastes so good. All right, cold shower, straight to the couch to eat this, and then tonight's mission is to finish reading Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. That's a wrap. See you tomorrow. Good morning.
Morning. I didn't even realize I was late. I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes.
I actually kind of did the same thing. I was like typing something out because I got off a call with Reagan at like 9:25, and then I like started typing, and I was like, oh shit, it's 9:30.
Yeah.
So to give you some specifics of like exactly where we're at today so that you guys are totally in the loop, I started LaunchKit on April 1st of 2020. So about 5 years. That was when I filed the articles of organization for the LLC. The business model didn't really take shape for like another year at that original point. We were really just kind of doing like freelance marketing services. Whereas now we're dialed in to the point of doing websites, search engine optimization, CRM, digital marketing. Digital marketing includes photo, video content, social, and ads. To give you the specifics, I'm sitting here in our office. We have just this one office. It's here downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan. Revenue-wise, we're currently doing $44,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue, and we've got 5 full-time team members here. So that is like literally where we're at today. I hope that by being transparent with you guys about where we're at, hopefully this can be relatable, and like I said, my intention here is to share with you the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, and maybe they can help you guys out. When I was thinking about starting making these videos in this longer form where I have more room to talk, at first I wasn't very motivated to make because I felt like, what I was doing wasn't as cool as what these, big stars are doing. And I think it was actually Stephen Bartlett that said in one of his vlogs, or maybe it was Amon Gotzi actually. Basically, he said that don't be discouraged to make your video just because somebody else is doing something bigger. Make your video for somebody that is either at your level or one step behind you, because that person's gonna get value from what you have to say. And that hit me. I was like, okay, you know what? There's a lot of other small business owners out there where maybe my content might actually be more relatable and land home, more than seeing somebody fly around the world and go on stages. So anyways, I'm excited to have room to talk to you guys more. So yeah, that being said, it is 8:53, so I guess we better get to work. This morning's project has been creating 2 actually free giveaway offers that we're going to be giving away on our site, doing a essential website checklist. It's all the features that we're seeing be the best performing website features currently. Things like connecting your forms to your CRM, tracking attribution, automatic follow-ups, and then I also did the same version, essential items for social media profiles for businesses right now of what we're seeing work best on our top performing clients. I'm ready for some exercise. Okay, like I was saying, this morning we had 2 projects going. Just working on designing 2 new lead magnets. For those of you who don't know, a lead magnet is something free that we're gonna give away on the website, usually in exchange for contact information. And the key here is creating lead magnets that are actually good. So what I was working on was creating what we've called our essential website checklist and our essential social media checklist. Okay, these are 2 documents jam-packed with my most useful essential tips for turning your website into a sales machine. And then essential tips for getting your social media profiles dialed in to be a thriving online community. Now, the key in making these things is to make them actually useful. What we don't want to do is make some like super weak, boring thing that we give away, because this thing is the first impression that people are going to get of our business. So success looks like basically think giving away this thing for free that's so good, and the user is like, holy cow, like this is how good the free version is. Imagine what the paid version looks like. So anyways, 2 new ones that we made for LaunchKit, the website checklist, the social media checklist. What we're gonna be doing is filming ads for each of these. We'll run those ads on Meta. Somebody will see the ad. All the ad is doing is simply driving them to the opt-in page, at which they can then get their copy of the lead magnet. And then what we're doing this time is I've actually got 4 more lead magnets that is gonna follow up that initial one. So in marketing speak, marketing funnel here, once I get the first one, it's designed that the second one is gonna kind of be able to bolt on to the first one, and we're gonna follow up with them using email. So when we capture their email address, we'll then be following up with them to basically continue to give value away for free. When you're selling a service that it's pretty high value, high ticket with the potential customer before expecting them to buy from us. We don't want to be that guy that's walking into the bar and asking girls to marry him, just after meeting him. You'll get a lot of weird looks if you do that. So instead, what we want to do is basically in the beginning, skepticism is high, trust is low. We want to build trust, lower skepticism over time by continuing to just give value for free with good intent and continuing to help them build their business, give value for free, and then when the time's right, if it makes sense to do so, LaunchKit has good brand authority with them, and then it would make sense for us to come on board. So that's kind of a marketing funnel. Again, we do this for clients, so we're just building one for LaunchKit now as well. Okay, this should make a bit more sense now. Let me show you what I got going on here. Come here. Okay, so check this out. And the reason I'm showing you this is because we can basically build something like this for you, or hopefully this inspires you to maybe even build something similar. A funnel like this is designed to capture the awareness of somebody that likely doesn't know who we are. Like I said, we need to build trust with them over time. So like I said, we're gonna start up top here with this Meta ad. Okay, this is likely their first exposure to LaunchKit. So we're simply just promoting this checklist. This is the website essentials checklist, the key things that your website should have to go from a boring static website to a high performing sales machine. And what we've got this as is, it's basically a document that I've set up. By going through the opt-in page here, you will then get an email with a link to the checklist. Link will then show you the checklist. I'm also going to film a support video that explains how to use the checklist. So like I said, we want to be as helpful as possible here. That's kind of like a one-step lead funnel. You could stop there. If you've got them in your contact database, you could follow up with any sort of email marketing. What we're going to do here is we're going to actually build this into a multi-step process. So at the end of that website checklist, I'm going to tease this next lead magnet, which is going to be the scorecard document. You can see here. I'm going to tease at the end of this that the scorecard is coming tomorrow. And the scorecard is basically going to build upon what we've talked about in the checklist. You can't really do the scorecard until you go through the checklist, but we're going to stack on value here. Okay, so then they've got the scorecard support video. Now that those are like the fundamental elements, we're going to go one step further. I'm going to send another email the next day with the latest AI tools and features that we see being really relevant right now. And I think they can crush it for your business too. Again, a high value piece of content that can make a real impact on somebody's business. And we're giving it away for free, simply to build trust and show that, hey, we're excited about working on this type of stuff. Okay, so they get the email for the AI features. And that's going to be a doc with a support video here. So they'll get that, get to see what's going on there. Okay, then one of those AI features is building a custom GPT that's trained on your business. And when you do that, then it makes GPT so much more useful going forward. So I want to follow that up with one last freebie for them that's going to be our best GPT prompts here. These build directly on top of that custom GPT that you created up here in the AI features doc. So again, you can see how it's just building and stacking value over time. So this is just an example of one funnel that we're going to use to market our website offering. But again, the reason I'm showing it to you here is hopefully this can spark some ideas of a similar funnel that you could build for your own business. You know, take any offering, you know, it could be finishing basements. We don't have any clients that finish basements, so that could be a fun one. Finishing basements. All right, so the meta ad, you know, capture their attention, give them something for free. Maybe it's like the top 5 things Michigan homeowners often forget to think about when finishing their basement. Something juicy that'll actually provide value. Lead with that, follow up with additional lead magnets. This is a marketing funnel. What I'm really excited about with this type of stuff is once you get this like framework basically set up of a different ad, opt-in page, emails, once you understand that concept, then what we can start to do is just test different lead magnets, test different follow-ups, test different ads, opt-in pages. Like you can really start to run experiments to create the highest performing funnels. It really is like a fun science experiment. But again, you got to get these fundamentals set up. So that was the inspiration behind starting with this funnel here. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to work and I'll keep posted. All right, Wednesday, new day, walk over to the office. Today's top priority is film content. 9 a.m. is our team all hands meeting. We call this town hall. We do it every other Wednesday, 9 a.m. From 9 to 10 o'clock, what we do is we'll sit down and we'll go over projects that each team member is working on, go over any challenges that they're facing, any opportunities that they might see. And then basically from like 10 o'clock till noon, we film content. We just treat this as our own production day and we shoot content for shorts, for YouTube, whatever it might be. So yesterday I talked about how we're working on that multi-step marketing funnel. So what we're gonna do is film supporting videos for each of the lead magnets, right? So the lead magnet is the high value document that you're gonna get, but in that document is gonna be a support video. Support video will be me kind of walking through really how to get the most out of the lead magnet. I think that'll be a big value add. So I'm excited to dive into filming these.
What was that?
I started using the Osmo again so that you can film
Oh,
random
you're
clips.
right. I need to be mischievous again.
You guys, I feel like we're in the big leagues now. Just went through finalizing setting up LaunchKit's new 401k program. Not the most innovative or exciting, but I am really, honored to be able to roll this out to our team members. They deserve it, and yeah, honestly, they earned it. Couldn't have built this and been able to afford this without them. We ended up going to the platform Guideline, pretty modern kind of online 401k plan offering business, I guess you'd call it. I met with a few local companies as well. They were awesome. Made the decision to go with Guideline though because it integrates directly with QuickBooks Payroll. It's what we use for payroll. And yeah, it was super easy to set up. Reasonable management fees in my opinion, but yeah, that seamlessness that where it integrates with the payroll was my deciding factor. So I'm curious to see how it goes. I don't really know anything about Guideline other than what I researched online. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. If it's good, I'll recommend it for you guys to roll out for your businesses as well. Okay, afternoon project. We are gonna shoot a video talking about the 9 essential things that you should have on your service business website. What I did is I listed out the top 9 functions and features that we want to feature on the site. Got a script written out. I'm gonna set up over here. Gonna shoot this one on the old Sony ZV-E10, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, made it through one video, the website checklist video, which I think is gonna be a good one. There's a lot of useful information in there. I was kind of hoping to get more done, but it's life, things happen. Anyways, what I do feel good about is like the setup for making these longer form type videos where I'm sitting at my desk talking about a topic. It takes time to get that type of setup, figured out. And I think it's pretty dialed in at this point, which has me really excited to write about topics that I want to share and have it be pretty plug and play to sit down and make videos. If you spend half your time trying to do the setup, then by the time you sit down and record, it's like you've lost your energy. So anyway, setup's feeling good. It's got me excited to make more topic-based videos and blend those in with the vlog videos. I'm actually gonna do a top video on this idea of, I'm calling it this or that. It's one of my biggest struggles of like deciding if I should do vlog style format or topic-based videos. Heck, if I could just channel all the energy that I spend trying to make that decision into just making content, it would be way better. So basically my takeaway is why not both? So do the vlog style content, it gets great B-roll, kind of shows behind the scenes, hopefully gives you the chance to kind of get to know what we're working on and providing kind of insights on the fly. And then when there's a topic that I actually want to go deep on, then, you know, we can sit down and record that as a topic video. So why not both? Anyways, ready for some exercise. Ellen's actually giving me a Pilates lesson, so we're going to the studio. One last positive note. Been shooting all of this footage on the Osmo Pocket 3. It's in D-Log. This is using the actual little microphone guy here, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's great. Doesn't feel like a burden to carry it around. I haven't watched any of the footage really, so no idea what it's gonna look like or sound like, but at least from a user experience perspective, I'm really enjoying this, so has me excited. That right there is round one of the new vlog format. I found it incredibly eye-opening to film in this format and get the chance to give you guys deeper tips and tricks about running your own business. My hope is that this is the worst episode that we ever publish. I wanted to continue to shoot this week, film it, because that's how you get better, right? So we ended this week on a Wednesday because on Thursday and Friday, we actually ended up filming a ton of fun stuff with a client shoot and then a team activity on Friday. And this episode was getting quite long, so we decided to split it into 2 parts. Like I said, we're still figuring this out. So that being said, you can actually check out Thursday and Friday's content from this link here above. I feel incredibly grateful to have the chance to be here with you and to share what I'm learning along the way and making connections with my fellow small business friends. So that being said, that was week 1. Time to get back to work.